not supposed to show. Oh, alright. Fuck it. Fuck it. I got what you need. I got what I want. Uh, moving bodies, you I got that. I got what you need. Whoa. Man, nigga, how the hell? Give me that. Give me that. Up, down, yeah. Cannabis line. Yo, his body move, boy. Boy. Go. Oh. 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 Almost died, son. Damn. Fucking with these damn controls. Yeah. Shit. Half brass. What's that? Half of. Yeah, well. Try to run. The Night's Watch. I got what you need. So what's on the other side? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Where's the ferry at, yo? Damn. Mm. This shit hard. I don't even know what. Uh, alright. Ferry, I don't even know. I'm timing it like. Yeah. 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 Oh, these niggas get health too? Yeah. Fuck you, nigga. Oh, okay. Okay. Just like blah blah niggas. It's over you left. How do you save it though? See what I mean? Jiggity. Like, yeah. I got my shit at the before. Fuck that, man. Smooth. The fuck? What is this do? Oh shit, nigga, you coming after me, cuz? Check your messages. I'm down in the cellar. See what's down here. I don't even know how to save. Out of here. Oh, okay. I dropped something down here. What got that drop, bro? White Soul, Tennessee. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm gonna just keep pushing forward. So it has to, it's something that at least needs to save. So it's always that. So. Mm. 'Cause I got enough to go to the next soul quiet, right? I don't know what Enter the Fog. Yo, let's go. Is that a save engine? Hmm. Then. Oh shit. You survived? What? I got mad stuff to do back here, son. Damn. This is just one area. I mean, one. I don't even know how long this. I don't even know how to save this shit. I don't even know, son. I got 1,500 souls right now. What? Alright, again. Oh, nigga. Nigga. Man. What? Shield this. Oh my gosh. Let me kill these dudes first. Yeah. Oh, my bad. What the fuck is going on, nigga? This nigga fighting somebody? Mm-mm-mm-mm.
However, they did say something was coming this week. Now, this guy, like I said, is a writer for Operation Sports, and he says this Wednesday I'll have my Madden NFL Next Gen preview up on Operation Sports. I spent over an hour with it today, and we'll throw up some pretty cool info for what has changed and what is new. So right off the bat, two good things that you do like to hear, that things are changed and that there's things that are new, because as we know with EA, with Madden, and with the fact they've been very, very quiet and haven't really said anything, a lot of people are kind of fearful that, more copy paste, more of the same. And with all the issues that the current gen version has had this year, and the fact that certain aspects or like areas of the game didn't take the step forward that a lot of us expected, a lot of people are fearful that that could be the case with next gen. Now, somebody responded to this tweet and said, "I've never seen EA so quiet on a next gen release before. Madden needs a ton of work, in my opinion. The physics engine needs an overhaul." All things I would agree with. Now, Bob actually responded to this with something that, it's what you want to hear, but again, we'll never ever know truthfully until we get to play these games for ourselves, because people say one thing, and sometimes it doesn't play out that way when you actually get your hands on it. But what Bob did say was, there's a reason they're quiet, and it's a good reason. Sadly, I can say no more at this stage. At University of Phoenix, you can earn your... This year's been a lot. So let's give this holiday all the merry we've got. There's a place you can go. And according to Woj, Klay Thompson suffered a right leg injury working out in Southern California today and will undergo tests. The severity of the injury is not known. Thompson had been making his way back from an ACL tear in his left leg that he suffered in the 2019 finals and cost him all of last season. Let's bring in Adrian Wojnarowski with much more on this story. What more can you tell us, Woj, about this injury? Kevin, Klay Thompson was working out in Southern California today when he suffered what was described to be as a lower right leg injury, and he's going to undergo tests here the next few days, I'm told. It is immediately unclear the severity of the injury. Now, it was his left ACL that he missed all of the 2019 and 2020 season, the injury he had suffered in the previous NBA Finals. But right now, they're still waiting to get a sense of how serious this injury might be, Kevin. Well, it's the big story. Of course, the Timberwolves are on the clock in a draft that is really unknown in the top three. The Warriors pick number 2. How could this injury impact what the Warriors do tonight? I think it's too early to tell, Kevin. They don't know what they have, certainly with this injury, with
Clay Thompson, but certainly understand when you're drafting a...
Alright, YouTube, just wanted to show you something I noticed recently. As you might know, I play Demon's Souls at the moment, and I'm going to show you how you can actually save your game in the midst of a level. Now, I'm loading the save game here, and as you know, when you're playing Demon's Souls, when you die in the game, you basically start from the beginning of the level, and all the enemies that you've slain in between the point of where you died and the beginning have all respawned. So that's the situation now. If you're half past the level or somewhere, you've progressed quite a bit in the level, it may be a good idea to just quit playing. Quit the game before it reloads the starting position, and then you will actually the game will actually save. So here I am. I'm sorry about the lack of quality. It's pretty dark, a bit of the level here, and I'm just going to show you how this works. So this is not the starting point of the level. This is just somewhere in between, and I'm going to move up here, try and get past this triangle dude. Oh god, no. Oh man. Alright. So now I died, then I just quit the game. As you can see, I just quit the game and go back to my PS3 dashboard. I don't allow the game to actually reload or reset the level back to the starting point. So now I am starting a new game, and it's loading. If things went well, I should...
I was doing some philosophizing the other night. By the other night, I meant this morning. Dark Souls is well known. The Dark Souls series, Demon's Souls included, Bloodborne included, Sekiro included. What's the first thing you think of when I say Dark Souls to you? Maybe you think of difficulty, if you're uninitiated. Maybe you think of the combat system. Maybe you think of all that sweet, sweet treasure. The deaths. The you died, right? All these things and more are very synonymous with the Dark Souls series. There's one thing more than everything else that I think goes under the radar when it comes to Souls games and how revolutionary they are. One of these mechanics that flies under the radar, in particular to me, is the constant save feature. That you can, no matter for good or for bad, that you can do anything in this game and have your progress constantly saved. So there's no such thing as save scumming. You can just go do anything you want and it constantly saves. And they even...
My touchdown celebration dance needs some work, but my chicken was perfect.
As you know, Demon's Souls and the PlayStation 5 are launching together on November 12th. I don't have the luxury of an early access PS5, but I do know Demon's Souls, and from interviews Bluepoint has given about the state of the remake, they intend to stay as close to the original as possible, even going so far as to create a PlayStation 3 filter if you don't like their contrasty lighting and saturated colors. Since the remake isn't out yet, all footage you're about to see will be of the original game emulated on PC at 4K 60. I'm basically trying to predict the future here, but I won't suggest anything that I suspect could be changed, and I'm not planning to recommend any glitches or exploits that we currently know of, since Bluepoint will definitely have those patched. The remake will certainly have its fair share of glitches, I just don't know what they'll be yet, and you can be sure that I'll cover them when I do. If you've never played Demon Souls, or this is going to be your first Souls game ever, this video was for you. First thing first, your character's starting class. Royalty is objectively the best choice in most cases, and makes Boletaria 1 the easiest to complete by far. It starts with the Silver Coronet and Silver Catalyst, both of which increase maximum MP, as well as the Fragrant Ring, which passively regenerates MP over time. And like the Magician class, Royalty starts with Soul Arrow memorized. So although it's true that the Magician will deal slightly more damage with Soul Arrow at first, Royalty can never run out of casts. Royalty is also the only class to start at Soul Level 1, meaning subsequent levels are cheaper for this class than anyone else. After you make your choice, you'll be given the option of playing through the tutorial. If you decide to do it, you'll pick up a few extra souls, healing items, and be given the opportunity to fight the Vanguard at the end. While this boss is intended to kill most players, it is not a scripted death. If you manage to kill it, you'll be taken to an additional area with 3 shards of Heartstone and 3 shards of Sharpstone. If you keep going forward, you'll trigger a cutscene with the Dragon God that is a scripted death. So in the end, you'll be taken to the Nexus and be in soul form either way. At this point, the only Archstone that's open to you is the first one, that leads to Boletaria 1. But if you defeated the Vanguard in the tutorial, you can take the shards to Bolden the Blacksmith and upgrade your starting weapon to +1 before you even enter Boletaria. After you touch the Archstone and load in, go straight ahead and hug the left wall. There's a locked door behind one of the enemy mobs that leads to a hidden area where the hostile NPC Executioner Meralda can be found, as well as the Brushwood armor set, which is the highest defensive armor in the game. This gate will open automatically at Pure White or Pure Black world tendency, so as you progress further in the game, come back and check this gate often. Pure White is obtained by killing bosses from the specific area, and Pure Black is obtained by repeatedly dying in body form within the specific area. Pure Black is faster to obtain than Pure White, but it requires you to waste a lot of ephemeral eye stones restoring your body, and will make the enemies harder, so I would recommend you try for Pure White first, unless you really know what you're doing. You won't be able to get through the light gate right away, so keep going through the stage as normal. Once you make it to the rolling boulder trap, climb to the top of the stairs and keep going straight ahead, past the Blue Eye Knight. This will take you to a spiral staircase that leads back down to a shortcut near the beginning of the stage. There are no bonfires scattered about in Demon Souls, so shortcuts are even more important in this game than they are in Dark Souls. On your way down, make sure not to miss this wooden balcony with 2 chains anchored to the wall. Each of these can be broken by attacking them, and will drop some important items down into the ground below. Keep going down and pull the lever at the bottom to open the shortcut. Inside the gate is the Cling Ring, which is probably the most important single piece of equipment in the game. It lets you keep 25% more maximum health while in soul form, which means that you won't need to risk being in body form as often, which in turn helps you keep better control over the color of your world tendency. Just outside the gate, pick up the items that drop from the chains. The old Ragged set, worn by Yuria the Witch, who you will meet much later, and the Jade Hair Ornament, a very important item with a not so obvious use that I'll go into later. Back up the stairs, go through the fog gate that the Blue Eye Knight was guarding. You can immediately see Ostrava standing on the platform below, and if you push up against this wall, your character will vault over it just like the wooden fence in the tutorial. Don't miss the Thieves' Ring in the corner of this platform. It reduces enemy aggro range, and is particularly helpful in the Shrine of Storms for avoiding attacks from the flying manta rays in the sky, so hold on to it for now. Ostrava will tell you that he needs help defeating the Dreglings down below, but you can just unequip your weapon and give him some, let's call it encouragement, if you prefer. Once the Dreglings are dead, either by you or him, he'll give you the Brass Telescope, this game's means of entering first-person view. The stage is pretty straightforward from here on out. There aren't a lot more valuable items from this point on, other than the Ring of Great Strength, which lets you equip heavier gear, and the Purple Flame Shield, which has great fire resistance. But both of these are found in the Dragon's Nest to the left of the Great Bridge. The Fire Breath here can easily one-shot you and send you all the way back to the beginning of the stage, so I wouldn't recommend going for these right now. Come back with Pure White World Tendency, and the nest will be abandoned, which makes collecting this loot risk-free. The second shortcut of the area is just up ahead, past the Red Dragon on the bridge. Pull the lever here to open the door to the boss, and continue on ahead down the spiral stairs to open the second and final shortcut in this area. The boss fog is now on the right. The Phalanx is a huge black slime demon guarded by shielded minions. The more minions that touch it, the more it heals over time, so taking them out is mandatory. I don't think you'll have any trouble with this thing, but if you do, try using fire bombs, turpentine, or even soul arrow. Its fire and magic defenses are particularly low. Once the Phalanx is defeated, you can return to the Nexus, where all the other Archstones will be unlocked, and both Miracle and Sorcery tutors will have arrived. The man in black will ask you to go talk to the Monumental at the top of the stairs. While you're up there, check the landing just below the Monumental for a hidden Ephemeral Eye Stone. This puts you back in body form and restores your maximum health to 100%, so you can never have too many of these. On your way back down, you can drop from the spiral staircases on both sides to fall onto hidden platforms with items. One has a renowned soldier's soul, and the other has 2 sets of New Moon Grass, the best healing item in the game. I know people who have completely finished Demon Souls and never knew these items were there. Finally, return to the Maiden in Black to have her give you the necessary items for multiplayer and unlock leveling up. Now, as for the Jade Hair Ornament, one of the things that makes Demon Souls different from the other Souls games, for better or worse, is that it not only has equipment burden, but also item burden. The equipment burden is the weight of your weapons and armor, and is the only determining factor in calculating roll speed. Item burden, on the other hand, determines how much you can carry in your pockets, and is based on the weight of the items, not a specific quantity limit. That means that you can probably carry as many firebombs or arrows as you want, but picking up even a single heavy armor set means that your pockets will be full and you won't be able to pick up anything else, period. Bluepoint has already confirmed this mechanic will be returning in the remake, and even said that higher level healing items will even weigh more than they do in the original game. So item burden sounds like it's going to continue being a major factor in decision making. Enter Stockpile Thomas. This guy is front and center in the Nexus, and is basically a bank. He will hold any weapons, armor, consumables, or any other gear that you might come across, and keep it safe until you come back to him to claim it. You're going to be visiting him a lot to keep your pockets empty, and the Jade Hair Ornament is part of his questline. First, talk to him over and over until you've exhausted all his dialogue, then leave, and return to him to talk once more. He will mention the hair ornament on his own, saying that it was once his daughter's, and ask if he can have it. If you give it to him, he will reward you with the Ring of Herculean Strength, which increases your maximum item burden. In other words, wearing it lets you cram more gear into your pockets. From here, all of Demon Souls is open to you, and you can complete the 5 stages in any order that you wish. But before I go any further, because I know that all the Demon Souls vets in the comments are going to mention it, let me show you how to get a decent starting weapon, the Crescent Falchion. First, enter the Shrine of Storms by touching the second Archstone from the right, and make sure to wear the Thieves' Ring from Boletaria 1 to avoid the spear attacks from the flying mana rays in the sky. The main enemies of this stage are rolling skeletons, which are particularly hard for new players because they're fast as hell, and since Demon Souls has no poise mechanic, every hit is going to interrupt your attack animation. But these guys are skeletons, meaning they're weak to blunt damage, and no matter which starting class you chose, you do have a great fast-hitting blunt weapon at your disposal. Your bare fists. I'm dead serious. These are early game enemies, so they don't have a ton of health, and I guarantee that unless you have a mace or some other type of hammer already, fighting them with your fists is going to be the way to go. Work your way up the stairs and to the Fog Gate. To the right, you can pick up a talisman, which allows you to cast miracles. Just look out for the skeleton archers up above. If you want to get some early use out of it, you can purchase Heal from the Cleric in the Nexus for 5,000 souls, as long as you have at least 10 faith, which can be a big help in preserving your healing items, since this game doesn't use Estus. Next,
this is an official invitation.
I rented the whole hotel. Oh, damn.
Yo. I don't know how to save this, bro. God. Let's see. Damn, bro. I don't know. Why do you do all that? I need to go back. Back to Cali. To Cali.